But that's why I don't understand people who like Tristan, because he's done nothing nice.
Nothing. Like,
I don't get it.
nothing.
I don't understand.
You're right. I really don't. And I'm watching it again very carefully, looking out for um the possibility of being on Tristan's side about anything. He's just mean.
Yes. He can't even fix a toaster.
He can't even have a
and
fun
like
conversation.
if you want to do the like, actions speak louder than words, Luke theory, that he's kind of gruff, but he shows up when it's needed, bag of ice, right? And like we don't get any of that from Tristan.
That's true. And we don't get like, so Jess lit up Rory a little bit because he's, he mentioned a book, he got her reference, like that's fun. Tristan has never put out fun for a moment.
Not a second.
So I think it has to do with just straight up looks. He's just very pretty.
Yes.
He's very pretty. He's tall.
Yeah.
He's blonde. A lot of people like all of those.
I mean, I like a pretty man as much as the next guy, but and it's true. When you're 15, your meter is off, right? So you're like, oh, he's hot, so he must be good. So like she'll grow out of that. But I think she knows.
She knows what?
That Tristan's bad news.
I mean, she has moments of seeing that she, like when she gets mad at him, where she goes,
I still can't believe she kissed him. I can't believe she kissed him.
I think those are two different feelings. Knowing someone is a jerk and being attracted to them physically could be two different things.
Oh, I'm so mad at her.
I would be mad at myself if that's how I feel, which could be.
Did she tell Lane she kissed Tristan?
Oh.
Because I want Lane to be like, you did what? What is wrong with you, etc.
I understand if you're friend. Yeah, I still would be like, yeah, why did you give that to Tristan, jerk? But
because they're still at the age where they're telling each other everything about every smooch. Like, then he smooched me. That's the age they think they are. So did she tell him about Tristan? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's how you know it's bad. When you don't tell your bestie, you made out with your mortal enemy.
And here's Luke's. So Kristen is saying, Luke is such a good man. He just wants to help his nephew. He's naive, but so what? Lorelai had a baby at 16. I'm sure there was a learning curve for her too, as there must be with all parents, guardians, etc. I think it's a little sad that Lorelai isn't more supportive. I also felt that they wrote Jess a bit too harsh and obnoxious. I have known troubled kids, and they weren't that in-your-face rude to people they just met. I also think Luke is just used to being the helper, the rescuer, and he might just be thinking my sister is flaky or whatever, and who wouldn't be out of control with a mom like that?
Right. I agree that like troubled kids are usually quieter when they first meet someone. They don't go out of their way to like, like broadcast that they're troublemakers right away. They're just sort of quiet. They're like, ugh, whatever.
Yeah, I had to think about that actually, because you mentioned it during that episode, and I've been thinking about it a lot because I'm trying to put myself in a space where when I was annoyed, when I was just that age and annoyed, and that version of annoyed, which is like a little frivolous because what are you annoyed by? Although like you're being neglected, you're not being seen, you're not a person yet. Like that's what you're frustrated by. And I think it's a lot. And I think that I did have those feelings, but I didn't want to be seen as a bad person. So I don't know, because he wants to be seen as bad. That's his shield. I wanted to be seen as a goody two shoes while I did like bad things in the background. So I don't know how it feels.
You were a Tristan.
Oh shit, not like that. Yeah.
You wanted to be good up front and then bad behind the scenes. Nice.
Well,